Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to talk about something that if you don't have this in your shop while you're 3D printing, you need to immediately drop everything, go down into the link in the description, and you need to order one of these, especially for under $20, and that is the plastic welding gun. And I'm about ready to tell you why you need it. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. Make sure that you hit that like button down below, subscribe, leave a comment, because it's those things that help support this channel for free and let us do more content for you. If you do any sort of 3D printing, then you know how difficult sometimes it can be to join two pieces of plastic together. And I've talked about this many times on the channel, I've used this many times, but this plastic welding gun is one of those things that I have now for 3D printing. Almost every single project, unless it's really small, if two pieces need to be joined, I'm pulling this thing out, especially if you're doing helmets. A lot of times you'll get files with helmets that are sliced into pieces in your printer small, so you have to join these pieces together, and just regular super glue, regular epoxy don't always hold them together the way you want them to. I'm going to run some footage here of how this works, and as you can see, it's just simple. You plug your little staples into the end of this gun, you pull the trigger, which heats up the metal staple, and you push it into the plastic. Of course, you do have to be careful that you aren't pushing it all the way through, but you want to get it seated in there really nicely. And once you have this done and this staple in there, you give it a couple seconds, let it cool a little bit, blow on it if you need to, and then you just pull the gun away from the staple and the staple stays into your plastic. Now this looks like there may be some work involved as far as finishing, but it's really quite simple. You just snip off the ends of the staple. I use a grinder and I just grind them down so that they're slightly below the level of the first layer of the plastic. And then I follow it up with a filler, sometimes Bondo, sometimes I'll use the Bondo glazing and spot putty, and it just depends. If you're still using wood filler, that works too. So that's how I assembled my dark helmet when I had a layer shift in it. If you haven't watched that video on how I repaired that, you can go click on this card now and it'll take you to that video to watch. But a couple other practical applications for this are, I was taking the supports out of this Praetorian helmet, and I've got a piece of Bondo here that I've put over it, but I've got a staple here in the front of this, and it looks like I've got two staples here in the back of this, because when I was yanking out the supports, I cracked the helmet. And that doesn't happen very often, and fortunately this is one for me and my build. But I was able to salvage the helmet with the crack, because just super glue probably wasn't going to hold that, especially if you're ever grabbing it and putting it on from the front. So I wanted to make sure that the rigidity was really there, but once those staples are in there, I mean, that thing's not going anywhere. It's a very, very solid piece now. But as you saw on the video, the kits, they do come with some staples, and they're all different sized staples for different applications. I bought an extra pack, and this was probably full when I got it, so I've already used half of it. And I'm not going to plug the gun in, but you just slide the staple into the tip of the gun, and then when you're ready to heat it, you pull that trigger. A light comes on down here to show that it's actually on. So you pull the trigger and you just slide it into the plastic. You release the trigger, you let that cool for a second. Like I said, you kind of maybe blow on it or something, and then you just release it, and that staple stays in your project. This is one of those tools around the shop that I take it for granted, and I never really talk about it that much. It is a game changer, especially if you're doing projects where you have a smaller print bed and you're having to glue these together in sections that have already been pre-sliced. But like I said before, if you haven't grabbed one of these yet, it is an invaluable tool, and it's so easy to work with. The good thing is these tines do heat up a little bit. I definitely wouldn't recommend touching them while you're using it, but I set mine down on the workbench all the time. I've never had an issue, and it cools off really quick because you're just hitting it with some electricity that flows through that staple. You're putting in, you're pulling it out, and it cools quickly where you can stick it back in your tool drawer or wherever you need to safely. Thanks for joining us today. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I hope that you see the value in one of these. I will link it down in the description. And if you want to grab one from us using our Amazon affiliated link, it's no extra charge to you, but it helps our channel and we would appreciate it. But under 20 bucks, go out and grab one. It is a game changer if you're putting multiple parts of a print together. We'll see you in the next video.